Should you leave your estate equally to your children? In other words, should you treat them all the same? Well, the answer really depends upon your circumstances and your family. By that I mean, as an estate planning lawyer, I can tell you there is no right or wrong answer. But when I'm helping folks decide how should they set up their estate plan and should they leave assets differently, for example, maybe one child should receive more, one child less, we go through a lot of questions. So let's say you have 3 children and one of your children is already a multimillionaire. You know, by leaving them any more money, you are actually going to cause them some problems from a tax perspective. So that's kind of an obvious situation. No, you wouldn't want to leave 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 because you are not benefiting the child who has already millions of dollars. You're causing them more estate planning hassles of their own. So that's kind of an easy situation. Another easy situation is, what if you have a special needs child? That is somebody who can't work, they're on government benefits, and they need more help than somebody else. It's kind of ironic. Sometimes when people have special needs kids, they know that if they leave the kid money outright, they will be bumped off of these government benefits. So they end up not leaving that special needs child anything, and they give it to the other kids and say, just take care of your sister, for example. That can work. It's really not how we would recommend it. You, through your estate planning, can set up a trust in your will for your special needs child, and the assets that go into that trust will not count against them for their government benefits that they receive. So they will have that money, it will be protected, it will improve their quality of life in any way that money can, and they will still get their government needs-based benefits. So you might consider a special needs trust in your will if you have a special needs child. So should you still leave things equally? You know, what I really talk with clients about is, what are your goals? What are you trying to achieve? How would your money best serve any of the people who are inheriting from you? People, I think, by way of default say, I'll just leave it equally and then I don't need to worry about it, which again, that's an answer that might prove just fine for you. But we do encourage you to think a little bit more deeply about, by giving your money, how are you benefiting the kids? And is it equal, something that really makes sense, or unequal? And if it's going to be unequal, then please talk to your kids about the reasons why. Because even though, you know, one child might be making $300,000 a year, another making $30,000 a year, that's quite different. They still might have that same mentality that they should be treated equally. Not that they are going to dictate how your estate plan, you know, works, but be aware of the kind of family dynamics that is involved in your family. So obviously I'm not giving you any easy answers. I'm asking you to dig a little deeper. And one final piece of advice that I would give you is, a lot of people say, you know what, I'm gone, I don't care, it's not my problem anymore. Well, really, estate planning is about leaving a gift to your family, about making things easier for them when you're gone. So don't leave them with what could be a really upsetting situation. Look at it from the perspective of, when you're gone, how are the kids, the 3, let's say you have 3 kids, how are they going to interact? How are they going to feel about what your estate plan said? Think of it from their perspective, and that way you can be helping guide them even when you're gone, because you haven't left them with a problem, you've left them with a very well thought out reason for why your estate plan was set up like it was set up.